Hey everyone, I hope you're well. I've got some really good news. I think I fixed Apex Legends, at least for the case that I was experiencing. It was a very strange bug, a very strange issue where my game just stuttered like crazy, like really bad stuttering. Sometimes all the time through a game, sometimes just at the start, sometimes just periodically. There were some times where I would get no stuttering at all, but it was something that plagued my gaming sessions and it made it very hard to get actual good footage. Now, so many people left comments on my latest video when I complained and explained I needed help, and I read through a lot of them. So many people were offering some really great advice, and I really appreciate everybody that came through and offered some of their own opinions, their own experiences, and offered some just general tips and tricks. So, what's interesting is that a lot of people have been having issues, and a lot of people have been having even more issues since Season 10 and the Rampart Town Takeover patch. So that's something that's perhaps needs to be taken into consideration, but there was kind of two roads to take. A lot of people were saying it could be hardware related or software related, something that I actually need to do with my computer to solve the issue. And then there were some other comments that were saying it may be related to the game in somehow. It may even be completely out of my control. So the first ones to try were like restarting Windows, restarting my game, like uninstalling, reinstalling, putting it on a different hard drive, putting it on, there's so many different things, like turning on XMP for my RAM, which is something that I actually realized I didn't have on, which is quite ridiculous because I'm running a Ryzen CPU. There were so many tips. All of the hardware ones I pretty much tried myself already. I've already tried installing and reinstalling drivers, reinstalling Windows. I basically completely built my computer again from scratch since having these issues. But the issues still remain. So I kept reading, and then I came across some very interesting comments. A few people suggested that somebody in Paladins found that by deleting all of their friends, the game stopped stuttering. They were having very similar stuttering issues to what we were having, or what I was having in game. So I thought, there's no way this can be true. But I had to test it. I had to give it a try. So, instead of deleting tons of friends, because if this is a really actual problem, then it would make sense it would happen to me, because I've accepted so many friend requests to do events. I had, before I started this whole experience, I had over 400 friends. So if there was an issue with the friend system, I would definitely be the one to feel it. So, before deleting all of those friends, I decided to just test it on a brand new account. No friends, nothing like that. And, well, the difference was immediately noticeable. The first game on that account was amazing. The first game you're seeing on screen now is the brand new account. Pay attention to how there's no major stuttering, there's no major lagging or jittering or anything like that. Now what's incredible is when we jump over to the game after this on my main account, I literally, as soon as I finished this game on the new account, I closed my game down, I switched my Steam account, and it quickly got into the account on my main account, quickly jumped into a game, same server, same map, same data center, same trios mode, and look at the difference. It is stuttering like crazy. Here's a bit of my live commentary. Okay, IO, like that was kind of what it was at the start. I'm actually look at this. Look at the stuttering, look at it. See that? Look at my ping. Look at the stuttering. It's lagging. The ping is going wild. Look, I can't even heal. It's still stuttering like crazy. What? Now, what's really interesting here is there's a clear night and day difference. But, we can't just do one test. It could just be that somehow we got onto a good server on that other account. So we tested it more, and I actually used something called Net Limiter to actively kind of keep an eye on the in and out, the download and upload speed going in and out of the games. Now, what this is going to allow us to do is pay attention and keep an eye on each game as it happens. So what you're going to see is me play multiple games with my main account, all of which were very laggy, and then we switch to the new account, it stops being laggy. You'll see it in action. So now I'm going to showcase the kind of testing that I did. So I played multiple games on my main account and then switched to the other account and tested it just to see the performance. Now, I want to explain this chart really quick. This is basically a timed chart that showcases the in and out data to Apex Legends specifically. So the data that I'm sending and receiving from Apex, that covers a 10-minute time frame. So the left side is the data that's coming right that very second, and on the right side it goes all the way to 10 minutes in the past. The green line is the download, so how much data I'm receiving from Apex, and red is the upload, how much data I'm sending to Apex. Now, really what's important for this test is just we can see the peaks. Those peaks are when we're kind of readying up or joining the lobby. For some reason there's a big amount of data that's sent, so we can use that just to kind of keep a track of each game as it happens. So you'll be able to see as time goes on that, you know, I'm very quickly switching accounts, and literally it's just a couple minutes go by before I'm in that game on the second account. Now, this is the first game that I was recording with the on-screen display showing the game, right? You can already tell I'm stuttering. I'm stuttering so much that I'm actually lagging behind everybody else. This happens a lot to me. I'm lagging behind everyone else, so I can't even get to the ground at the same time as them, despite me leaving the ship at the same time, right? I spammed the deploy button as soon as I could, and this is kind of a great example of the lag in action. Now I've just cut to this clip, but you can see that we've just jumped 2 minutes ahead in time because that like big green peak is now at the 2-minute marks on the tracker. Once again, we're lagging, we're stuttering, we're on the main account still. You can see that I'm struggling to even get down to the ground whilst everybody else is already there on the ground. It's lagging out, the animations are all janky, I can hardly go up. Just listen to me, like you can't even use this weapon full auto, like this is how laggy it is. You can't see it now, I don't know what to say. It's lagging, right? You see my ammo, like even though I haven't run, I can't slide. Gun is freaking out. My prowler turned into a full auto prowler for a second there. Alright, you see the point. You see the point. Right, now, let's be quick here. Alright, so we switch to the second account. We can see that dip there, and actually a section where the data completely goes silent because I had to close down the game. So I had to load up the game on a different account. I had to sign out of Steam completely. So then the data happens again, and the big green line is like when we're finally connecting to the game. Look how smooth it is. Look at the in-out and the ping. It's pretty similar, although the ping was like 70 before. Anyway, let's go down. Well, nobody's landing this side. Are we stuttering? Let's see. So far, I mean, look, you can see they're smooth. They are landing down smoothly to the ground. There's no lagging back and forth. Can we open this bin without lag? Yes, we can. Can we get in here? Yes, we can. There's no lag. Now, I just want to make this really clear. This is really important. Literally just 4 minutes ago, we were playing the same data center, the same duos mode, and we were stuttering like crazy. That clip was just 4 minutes ago. Now look at the game now. It's running, it's not perfect, admittedly, like there's still some server problems, and I'm not going to say this is going to fix everything, but if I can stop my game stuttering like absolutely crazy like you've seen in the past few clips, then that's amazing. This is just, how can it be such night and day difference here? It's unbelievable. No lag. None. How can the stuttering suddenly just disappear? You see what I mean? Now, at this point, I don't know exactly what is happening behind the scenes, but it's time to just completely wipe my friends list. Sorry for everyone that was my friend. I had to just delete everybody to give this a try. I'll add you all again in the future. Maybe I'll have to make a separate account for that. But either way, I want to just jump into this. This may not be the most scientific test. This may not be the most perfect test. But I wanted to test to see, would it work for me? If I delete all my friends, can I get a smooth performance? So the first thing I did is delete almost all of my Steam friends, and then I had to manually delete all of the friends online at the time. It seems for some reason the offline friends that you've added actually through Apex won't appear on your friends list. So I'm going to have to keep deleting them over time. But either way, I went through them all. I deleted a bunch. And then once I deleted them, it's time to do more testing. Now, I haven't tested this 100 times. I haven't even tested this 20 times. But I have tested it quite a few times, let's say. The lag's gone. The stuttering has gone. Now, I don't know if this is going to be fixed forever. I don't know if this is even a real fix. Like I say, not the most scientific test, but something's there. Now, I want to talk a little bit about why this may be the case. But first, let's just quickly run through the tests. So, test 1, first game, no stuttering. Test 2, second game, no stuttering. Test 3, third game, no stuttering.
First blood. Recharging my shields.
Fourth game, no stuttering. Fifth game, guess what? No stuttering. I've never had this many games without some kind of stuttering, like so many games in a row without problems for a long time. I would say since the Rampart update. Which brings me to like maybe why this is happening. So there's two things that I've noticed since the update. Firstly, the game sometimes sends you massive packets of data. I'm talking like suddenly out of nowhere, you'll just download 3 megabytes within a second whilst you're in a game, or 10 megabytes whilst you're in a game. You can see on this chart here it happening. Massive download spike. Massive download spike. Why? Why did the game suddenly just send me 3 megabytes of data? I mean, it's not necessarily much, like, of course my bandwidth can handle that, but it makes you wonder, why is that happening? That might not really be related to anything, but when you're playing on a 20-tick server, that kind of thing shouldn't happen as far as I understand. So that's a bit weird. I first thought that maybe these kind of issues are related to when people send you friend requests, but I tested that. I got a bunch of people to send me friend requests. It didn't change my performance in any way. Now, one thing that has changed though is since the Rampart update, I believe, or maybe season 10, you now display more information to your friends. Like if you go and view your friends in your friends list, there's more information about how the game's progressing, how many squads are left. That's new. So they've changed something to the friend system. Now, I would assume you would just send that data to some server and that server then sends that data to all of your friends. But maybe something's gone wrong there. Maybe that's why there's issues here. Maybe that's why after deleting my friends, the stuttering, the like really bad stuttering, has seemed to have stopped. I don't know. Either way, thank you so much to everyone that suggested different things. For now, my game seems like it's working. Fingers crossed, things are looking better right now. I'm really happy. I'll keep you updated. And maybe a dev can watch this and explain exactly what's happening. I don't know. Maybe we could figure something out here. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Really do appreciate all of your support over the last couple days. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio.